Welcome once again, guys, to the Fragrant Life. My name is Keith, and in this video, we're going to talk about a fragrance from the house of Byredo, and this is Sunday Cologne. And this actually is a fragrance I have not heard a lot about personally. I haven't seen a lot of reviews on this fragrance, so I took it upon myself to get me a sample of it from one of my favorite subscription websites for decants, Royalty Scents. So make sure you check out the description down below in case you want to know where I get these fragrances from, if there are any kind of discounts, even from the Byredo website I have here pulled up in front of me. There may be some kind of discount that you guys can get if you're thinking about purchasing a full bottle of this. For the ones of you who don't care to spend a ton of money on a fragrance, definitely check out one of these subscription websites and get your hands on some of these niche brand and designer brand fragrances. I don't recommend you guys purchasing designer brand fragrances from a subscription website because they're so inexpensive. You can find them in discount stores like Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Bells, Burlington, Burke's, however you want to call it. A lot of those fragrances you're wasting your time getting a decant of, and you're going to spend $15 to $20 for between an 8 to 10 ml sample versus paying about that same price in a rack store or discount store for a full-size bottle. So, I mean, you make the decision for yourself, but for me, it makes more sense to get niche. Let's get into Sunday Cologne by the house of Byredo. I don't have many decants of fragrances from the house of Byredo. The one or two that I do have, I will try to link. So make sure you pay attention to the corner here. But this one, I actually did like. Is it different from other designer or even other niche fragrances that have the same kind of vibe? Yes. If you are somebody like myself who is looking for something that is a bit more challenging and not the everyday run-of-the-mill style fragrance that you're going to get from something like a Dior Sauvage or a Bleu de Chanel or even a Creed Aventus, all of that stuff has been done over time and time again, and I personally am like throwing my hands up with those fragrances. Yes, they are staples in the community. Yes, they have solidified their spot in the fragrance world. But for me, I'm just over it. This fragrance is fantastic for somebody who is looking for something different. There is a bit of, now this is just my personal intake. I'll get to the notes in a second. But with this fragrance, me personally, I wore it today. And although I didn't do much at work today because they were doing some things inside the warehouse, so we had to kind of get out of the way. But this is a bit earthy. It's a little green. It does have a bit of freshness to it. There is some citrus in this, but just smelling it out of the atomizer, I'm not really picking up on the citrus that's in this. There is a little bit of a floral aspect to it, and I absolutely love it, guys. If you're looking for something that is a bit different and not just your everyday green citrusy style fragrance, but just has a little bit more substance to it, Byredo Sunday Cologne is where you need to be. Now, let's get into the notes. Up top, we have bergamot, we have cardamom, and star anise. The bergamot is there for the citrus. The cardamom is what gives it a little bit of this sexiness or sex appeal, because cardamom, I believe, is also in YSL's La Nuit de l'Homme and a few other fragrances also. So that gives it that je ne sais quoi. In the heart, there's incense, there's geranium, I will say that the incense you do pick up on, and I didn't mention that up top, but the incense is there. So if you love incense, it is definitely in here. The geranium is where I said it comes off a little bit floral, but it also gives it a green aspect. There's lavender in this. The lavender, my nose in specific, I really didn't pick up on, but who knows? Somebody else might pick up on it. The moss is where you get that earthiness. There's patchouli in this also that also helps lend to that woodiness and a bit earthiness. The vetiver in this that gives it that green effect again also. It gives it a little bit of bite. It's crisp. It gives it a cleanliness also. I absolutely love this fragrance, guys, but I personally, this is just my personal preference, for a 50 ml, which is a 1.7 ounce bottle, you're going to pay $205. For 100 ml, you're going to pay $290. And this is not from eBay or any of those other websites. This is strictly from Byredo's website. I actually have it pulled up here in front of me on my tablet, and that is what you're getting. And which also is the reason why I say check out companies like Royalty Scents, Lux SB or Luxury Scent Box, all of which will be linked in the description. There are also other sites that you can possibly pick up a lot of this stuff on also, but the two that I frequent the most, that I have subscriptions with, are Lux SB and Royalty Scents. So if this is a fragrance, guys, that you are interested in, definitely get your nose on it. If you've already gotten your nose on it or you own a bottle of it, let me know in the description down below, in the comment section, I should say, and we'll have a discussion about it. If this is something that you guys will like to hear more about, niche fragrances, then definitely let me know in the comment section and I'll get to it. That's my time, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Also, remember to subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. Ring that bell icon for notifications. Smash that like button. Leave a comment. And I'm out, guys.